Spooktacular here on Troy Hill Talks. All October, I'm breaking down every single Halloween movie, from Carpenter's 1978 horror classic to the sequels that probably should have stayed in Michael's grave. And for me, this one's personal. The first time I snuck and watched Halloween, I didn't sleep for 2 nights. My mom caught me. Instead of grounding me, she just said, "Don't come in my room crying when the boogeyman comes to get you." Thanks, Mom. Childhood trauma builds character, right? Before we start, what's the first horror movie you weren't allowed to watch but snuck and watched anyway? Drop it in the comments. I guarantee we've all got one. Let's rewind to 1978. The U.S. is still recovering from Vietnam. Disco's hanging on by a thread. Star Wars is the biggest movie on the planet, and horror? It's still overshadowed by The Exorcist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those films hit hard, but audiences were ready for something fresh. Enter John Carpenter and Deborah Hill. They didn't have studio backing, they didn't have any money, but what they did have was an idea. What if we made babysitting terrifying? And from one simple pitch, they created one of the most influential horror films ever made. Here's why Halloween hits differently. This movie turned everyday suburban life, quiet streets, nice houses, into hunting grounds. The message: the monster isn't in some distant castle. He's on your street. Do you think Halloween invented slashers, or should Black Christmas get that crown? Debate in the comments below. The movie's opening is pure horror history. That first-person POV scene. At the time, Steadicam was brand new technology. Carpenter used it to put us inside the killer's eyes. The gut punch, when the mask comes off, it's just a kid. No explanation, no motive, just pure evil. Then there's the score. Carpenter's theme isn't just music, it's a built-in panic attack. It kind of keeps you off balance. That's why you can hear 2 notes of it and immediately feel a chill. And let's not forget Carpenter's philosophy. Show less, scare more. You don't see gallons of blood here. It's suspense, shadows, and silence. That's why this film ages better than gore-heavy slashers that came later. Laurie Strode, our final girl prototype. She's intelligent, resilient, and survives by her instincts, not by accident. Deborah Hill made sure Annie and Linda's dialogue sounded authentic, like real teenagers, not written caricatures. Then Dr. Loomis. Pleasence treats the role like he's in a Shakespeare tragedy. His speech is about Michael being pure evil. He sells it. And Michael Myers, the shape. What makes him terrifying isn't rage, it's patience, the stillness, the mask, the slow walk. He's not chasing you, he's waiting for you to mess up. This man gets shot 6 times, falls off a balcony, disappears into the night, and shows up for the sequel like, "See you Monday, boss." Now that's dedication. The cinematography in this movie is outstanding. Shadows swallow entire rooms, silhouettes linger in doorways, the cameras move like a predator. And Carpenter's direction? Minimalist. No bloated exposition, just atmosphere. That choice alone influenced an entire wave of slashers, Friday the 13th, or Nightmare on Elm Street, or even Scream. He showed you don't need gore overload to be terrifying. You just need tension, music, and the sense that a killer could be anywhere. In my opinion, without Halloween, you don't get the modern slasher boom. Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface. In my opinion, all of them owe a debt to Michael Myers. The suburban setting became the template, the masked unstoppable killer, the rule book, and the idea of the final girl, submitted here. The legacy is simple. Carpenter didn't just make a horror movie, he wrote horror cinema. So where does that leave us? For me, Halloween is the October ritual. You don't ask if you're watching it, you ask when. Out of 5 spooky jack-o'-lanterns, this one gets a glowing 5. Where does Halloween rank in your personal Halloween lineup? Is it the GOAT, or does another slasher take the crown for you? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. If you had fun with this deep dive, subscribe and join me all month. We're covering every single Halloween movie, the classics, the sequels, the reboots, and the wild detours. Binge watch the playlist, follow me on TikTok and IG, and become part of the Troy Hill Talks family. Until next time, keep it real and keep it spooky.